You ever have that feeling where you know exactly what you should be doing, but you just don't? It's one of the most frustrating and universal human puzzles. In this explainer, we're going to dig into why that happens, the real mechanics behind that gap between knowing and doing.
I mean, this quote just, wow, it hits home, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that quiet, confusing, and sometimes maddening moment of inaction that we all know so well.
So let's talk about what's actually going on here. This whole experience has a name. It's called the knowing-doing gap. And honestly, just giving it a label, recognizing it's a thing, is the first real step to understanding it.
And look, when this happens, it feels so incredibly personal, right? It's so easy to jump straight to the conclusion that there's something fundamentally wrong with you. We tell ourselves it's a personal weakness, a lack of willpower, or some kind of character flaw.
And you see this pop up everywhere. Putting off that big project, dreading that tough conversation you know you need to have, or, falling back into the same old habits you swore you'd change. The most important thing to get is that this isn't some unique defect you have. This is a deeply, deeply human experience. Okay, so if it's not a character flaw, then what in the world is it? Well, now we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the actual machinery humming away in the background. We're talking about your brain's internal logic. And this really is the big question, isn't it? Is this inaction a sign that you're lazy or unmotivated? Or could it be that your brain is simply and very efficiently just following its most basic operating instructions?
This right here lays it all out. On one side, you have the harsh story we tell ourselves. I lack discipline, I'm unmotivated, something's wrong with me. But then look at the other side. That's your brain's actual operating system. It's not making a moral judgment, it's just running its primary code. Conserve energy, avoid feeling bad right now, stay safe right now. It's a machine, not a critic.
So let's break down that first piece of programming, conserving energy. Think about your big goals, right? Like writing a novel or starting a new fitness routine. Those things require a ton of energy. But your brain, it's working on a pretty tight daily budget. And if a task looks like it's going to cost too much, well, the brain just slams on the brakes. Simple as that. And the second part of that program is, oh man, it is just as powerful. It's this thing called emotional avoidance. A lot of the important tasks we need to do come packaged with uncomfortable feelings, right? Fear of failure, the stress of a difficult conversation, even just boredom. Your brain's quickest fix is often to just avoid the thing causing the feeling. Problem solved, at least for a minute.
And all of this really points to one core, non-negotiable rule that the brain lives by. It's a primal priority, safety over intention.
You might think the brain's top priority is your happiness or your success or your grand 5-year plan. But it's not.
It's immediate safety, not future plans. Your brain is hardwired for survival right now. To its ancient programming, that difficult task or that uncomfortable conversation can feel like a genuine threat. And when it comes down to a fight between some future goal and feeling safe in this very second, safety wins every single time.
And this creates a really powerful feedback loop. So step 1, a task feels threatening, too much effort, maybe you'll fail. Step 2, your brain immediately looks for the quickest way out, the fastest path to safety. Step 3, avoidance. You put it off. And what happens the second you decide, I'll do it tomorrow? You get this huge wave of relief. And that relief, that's the kicker. It teaches your brain that avoidance works, which of course makes you way more likely to use it again next time. All right. So now that we understand the mechanics behind this, how do we change our relationship with it? This brings us to the final and honestly the most important part of this whole explainer, completely reframing what this inaction is all about. This right here, this is the whole game changer. What if this inaction isn't a moral flaw? What if it's not you being lazy or broken? What if it's just information, a piece of data from your internal operating system? Think about it. That feeling of resistance that, I just can't. It's not your enemy. It's more like a check engine light on your car's dashboard. It's a signal. It's your brain trying to tell you something really important. So the goal isn't just to grit your teeth and power through that feeling. The real work is to pause, take a breath, and get curious. Ask yourself, okay, what is this signal trying to tell me? And that signal could mean a whole bunch of things. Maybe the task just feels way too big and it needs to be broken into tiny pieces. Maybe you're just totally burned out, physically or emotionally. Or maybe, deep down, you're just really afraid of what will happen, whether you succeed or fail. It's all just data. So the next time you catch yourself in that spot, you know the one, that moment where you know what to do, but you're just not doing it, and you notice yourself noticing, that's not the moment of failure. That is the moment awareness begins. That's the start. That's when you can stop fighting yourself and finally start listening to what your brain is trying to tell you.